I think we're live. Are we live, everybody? Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new stream, and that is right. We are back on this beautiful October 31st, 2023, aka Halloween. I hope everyone's having a great Halloween. I'm certainly having a great day myself. And gentlemen, everybody in chat, we are going to be discussing the 2023 Virginia Legislative Elections because we're under a week away from the election. We got to start talking about it, but again, I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm certainly having a great day myself. And like I said, the focus of today's stream will be on the Virginia Legislative Elections, talking about, do Republicans have a pathway? What are the possibilities of it? Not a final prediction. Let me be clear. Next Monday is when the final predictions will be for all of my, all the main races next week. Now, before we continue with today's video, or today's stream, I should say, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. And like usual, if you want your questions, concerns, comments, whatever, for sure answered, or just want to help out the channel, support the content, the best way to do that is send a super chat via, well, the chat. Again, I'll try to read through all the chat, but if you have a question or just want to help the channel out, super chats are a great way to do it. Again, I appreciate all the support. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, like, hey, if you want to support the content or just want to get a question for sure answered, ask away. But enough promotion stuff. We get the point. Let us talk about Virginia, because it is time that we talk about the Virginia legislative elections, the great Commonwealth, because next week we get to see, does the Youngkin model continue, or was it a fluke back in 2021? This is going to be, in my opinion, the best indicator for not only next year's elections, but will the Youngkin/Zeldin model continue to work? That's the big question. And we got to answer that. There's a lot of stuff going on. So let me pull up this ABC article, because they actually did a pretty good job explaining what's up for grabs, what's important, all that good stuff. All right. Virginia's legislative contests may be the most important races in 2023. They are. This is for control of the state, essentially. Either the Youngkin model works, or it doesn't. Or I should say it's like Trumpism without Trump. Is it going to be like that where it doesn't work? Or is there something more to the strategy? Trying to appeal to both the Trump base and the more traditional suburban Republican vote. It's been very difficult to do. But only Lee Zeldin and Governor Youngkin have been the only ones to do so. And well, look at what happened. Zeldin nearly won the governorship of New York. Youngkin flipped the House of Delegates and became the governor of the state. So let's get into it. When Virginia Democrats didn't lose a statewide election from 2012 through 2020, the conventional wisdom shifted towards viewing Virginia as an out-and-out blue state. Everybody was talking about it. Like, I never bought into the hype that much of, oh, secretly it's still gonna be the next California. I never thought that, but I always thought, okay, it's probably gonna be like, what's a good comparison, like a Colorado type, not like as Democrat, but hold on, let me just pull this up. Hold on, I gotta do something, chat, I'm sorry. There we go. Sorry, I just had to delete something. Sam Madsen for 5. Virginia maps were drawn by a Democrat and a rhino who is such a rhino that he works for the RCP. So forgive me for being skeptical that we can win. Fair enough, but still. Alright, let's get into it. Sorry, I just had to quickly delete that side thing that was annoying. Alright. Where were we? But in 2021, the Old Dominion reaffirmed its purple bona fide when the GOP narrowly swept all 3 state offices, the governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general, as well as the House of Delegates. The lower chamber of the state's General Assembly. This left Democrats in control of only the state Senate, which wasn't on the ballot in 2021. Where their small advantage stood as the main impediment to Republicans' ability to implement their legislative priorities. So, nobody thought this was going to ever happen. I always thought that was kind of ridiculous because you look at Virginia, yeah, there's a lot of voters in like Northern Virginia that obviously have been shifting right, but there's always been that decent population in the rest of the state that you could win over. But I never thought in a million years we would sweep all the state offices like this. I never thought that was going to happen. And when they did it, well, everybody knows my reaction. Go back to that stream. That was a great day. But, it really showed that even a state like Virginia, if you run a good campaign and just talk to people, not like the Republican Party does, talk to people like a normal person, they would still vote for you. And Youngkin did that. But this November, Republicans could capture the Senate in Virginia's 2023 legislative midterm elections, if they could also hold on to the House, where they won a 52-48 seat majority in 2021. Victory in the upper chamber could give them a trifecta, aka an effective control over the entire state. Because not only do they got the governorship, and let's say they get to try the state legislator, they also have the attorney general's position, the lieutenant governor position, etc. This would mean Republicans would have 100% control outside the courts of the state of Virginia. 100%. This is just still baffling to me that this happened. What is the majority for the Democrats? It's like 21-19, I think. For the first time since 2013, GOP victories in Virginia could open the door to conservative initiatives. Most notably, Republican Glenn Youngkin's proposed 15-week abortion ban, which would reverse Virginia's status as the last southern state with less restrictions on abortion rights. And this is the big part. In my opinion, if Republicans hold on to the lower chamber, the House of Delegates, and if they pick up the state Senate, let's just say they do, this abortion crap that you have to be pro-choice to the 40th week would be debunked completely. Because the Virginia GOP, they have a trump card. The late-term abortion crap. They've been hammering Democrats in the fact, look, basically the majority of people, like 70% of voters, even in Virginia, they support some kind of restrictions on abortion. Democrats, they don't want any. Ask an average Democrat politician, when should abortion be banned? Never. Wait, what do you mean never? You mean like not the first term? Oh, okay, what about the second term? No? What about the third term? Exactly. They don't support it. Don't be this crap that, well, they proposed a bill that would have done this, this, and this. That's bullcrap. Democrats, the politicians at least, virtually none of them they don't support any restrictions. And that's what the Virginia GOP have been hammering Democrats on. If they somehow flip the state Senate, it would be because of that. And it would debunk every narrative about abortion ever. If you run on a 15-week abortion ban and you win in Virginia, don't give me this crap that means the voters are for 40 weeks abortions, post-birth abortion. Everything south of Loudoun is southern. Yeah. If Republicans win the Virginia State Senate, Youngkin could get a lot more done. Yeah, including the abortion ban, which a lot of elected bros would suddenly stop talking about abortion at that point. Oh, you can't be pro-life. That's uneluctable. When Youngkin's a very pro-life governor. Looking ahead, Republicans will hope that Youngkin's strong job approval and public concerns about issues like education and public safety will boost their fortunes. Yet Democrats still have a decent shot of retaining the Senate, where Democrats hold a 22 to 18 seat advantage, and even winning back the House, despite Biden's weak approval rating. This is in part of the electorate's concerns about abortion, an issue that has troubled Republicans since the Supreme Court's 2022 decision, blah, blah, blah. Which I'm calling bullcrap on. These same polls have, abortion as the 7th most important issue. Yeah, Republicans still lose it, but number one, not by as much as last year. Last year they lost by 50. Now they lose it by 30. Number two, this is the big one. Who's talking about abortion anymore? Who? Chat. Who is discussing abortion anymore? It's the 8th most important issue. People don't give a rat's ass except the resist liberals that, they're going to vote Democrat no matter what. They're the only ones still discussing it. They are. Yeah, it's like the gun control stuff. Gun control is... 70% of Americans support gun control. But not even a state not even Oregon or Maine can they pass background checks. Background checks. It's like, if you can't get that passed, what the hell are you talking about? Youngkin won the zombie and cool vote. But yeah, these same polls, Virginia, it's abortion's the 8th most important issue. People care about the economy. They care about the southern border. They care about foreign policy. They care about, are we going to be in a fucking war with Russia next month? I mean, your discussion, it's an example. I'm talking about the average voter. I'm not talking about someone like me. I'm just saying the average Joe. Who's talking about it? The state and national forces are also playing out on new legislative maps, which have helped precipitate a huge number of open seat races in both chambers via legislative retirements and runs for higher office, which we now know, like somebody said in chat, whoever drew the maps were a Rhino and a Democrat, but hey. Rap dropping F-bomb. Well, I usually do once a stream. Is it really a rap stream if I don't? Is it? I don't think so. Is it possible Virginia could be close in the presidential level with Trump on the ballot? I mean, it's possible, but I'm still skeptical, if Republicans, if they sweep this election, it's possible. Nevada's a very pro-choice state. Yeah, but they're more libertarian. So, Cole Langdon for 2. Did you see the McConnell-Hawley stuff? Oh, God, I saw that, yeah. Okay. Should we talk about the McConnell stuff real quick? Should we pivot before we talk about the rest of the Virginia stuff? Because this is absolutely ridiculous that this is happening. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Thanks for bringing that up. This is a good time to talk about it since it kind of proves the incompetence of the GOP. Let's see. Hawley. Because this is just... should tell you everything about the GOP. Let's see. Pivot, yeah. Virginia State Senate 31 is a Democrat gerrymander. Yeah, there's a couple. Okay, here we go. Pivot. Look at this. This is a report from, I think, Punch Bowl? I think it came from them. Well, this is what they found out. Mitch McConnell went after Josh Hawley in a closed Senate GOP meeting today. McConnell said the only reason why Hawley's in the Senate is because of the Senate Leadership Fund. McConnell warned any senator who signs the bill will receive heavy incoming from the right. For those that are confused about what's happening, Josh Hawley, I believe he's just bringing it up. I don't think he's even supporting. He's just flat out proposed it. A bill that would overturn most of Citizens United. Which if you, again, I'm not a history teacher, but if you don't know what Citizens United is, it's the case that essentially gave big corporations and unions the ability to, fundraise for elections. So essentially it's where the dark money comes from. The big unions, the big corporations, they're allowed to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on elections. That's essentially what that means. This asshole is going after Josh Hawley because he's proposing a bill to overturn most of it. And it shows the hypocrisy of this asshole. So you ran out of money last year. You couldn't help Blake Masters because we're out of money. But you're threatening God knows how much money trying to primary out incumbent Republicans in deep red states. What does that tell you? They don't have a money problem. If McConnell wanted to give Blake Masters $50 million, he could have. But no, he didn't want to. I don't want to hear this crap that, well, McConnell should sell, Blake Masters should have fundraised better. McConnell's even openly saying, I can decide who's in the Senate or not. He never ran out of money. If he wanted to give Blake Masters a ton of money, he could have. But he didn't. That's the turtle, everybody. Doesn't have to dress up for freaking Halloween. It's unbelievable. There's no reason. Why the hell does one guy get to control all the fundraising for the GOP? Why? That's the dumbest system I've ever heard. You end up with that crap where one jackass who doesn't like certain people just doesn't give him anything. Hawley's a Giga Chad. Yeah. He absolutely is. And I swear, if he spends $50 million on trying to primary Hawley, like he's trying to do with Rick Scott, I don't want to hear a single word about Mitch McConnell did his best last year. Unbelievable. The fact that we're even discussing that is just pathetic. The fact that may happen. Hawley, let's see here. Spent millions on Murkowski, but not enough for Blake. Yeah. They spent $30 million or whatever it was on Murkowski, who is a detriment to the Senate GOP. We know that. But you don't spend anything on Blake Masters? All right, let's get into it. But I hope that, whatever. Can we oust McConnell? Nope. Because it's not like in the House where, it's much easier to get rid of people. In the Senate, you're there for 6 years. You can do whatever the hell you want. So, and everybody knows he's retiring, so he's just screwing everybody over. And nobody can do anything about it. All right. Let's get back into it. We don't have a lot of polling to go on, but things look highly competitive. A handful of recent polls asking likely voters in Virginia if they plan to vote for a Democrat or Republican in the upcoming General Assembly election have found party preferences pretty evenly split. Look at this. Even. D+2, D+1, D+1. AKA, this is a toss-up for the generic ballot. A toss-up. I don't care how, I don't think Democrats are going to get 48. I don't think they're going to get 60 seats in the assembly, but this is going to be very close either way. I don't think Republicans gain a majority in the state Senate, but this will come down to the wire if this is true. I mean, D+1 in Virginia? I mean, that is just, wow. That's around what Youngkin won. Oh, Youngkin won by 2 to 3. So it's the polling shows it's a tie. It's a toss-up at least. 3 surveys conducted between late September and mid-October give Democrats a nominal advantage, but each result was well within the poll's margin of error. In mid-October, the Washington Post found Democrats up by 2. The Wasson Center at Christopher Newport University found Democrats just ahead, with a larger share of undecided votes. The GOP pollster Coefficient found similar data in early October. Its mid-October survey then found the parties tied at 50%. But unlike the other surveys, the pollster compelled respondents who were undecided to pick a side. So according to this, it seems like undecideds are breaking GOP. That's a big sign if that's huge. If undecideds are breaking the Republicans' way, they're in a good situation. If that's true. Why don't they ask this? I don't know. Same answer for 2. Can we primary Chris Smith? The way New Jersey politics works, no. Just no. Easily one of the most corrupt states in the country. By far. Hey, Rap, have you seen data that shows Republicans doing well at early voting in Kentucky? I stay away from early voting. I got burnt last year. I got burnt. I am never falling for that trick again. Nope. These polls also showed how perceptions of Biden might weigh down Democrats. Both the Washington Post / Schar School and Christopher Newport surveys found Biden's approval in the low 40s. The last legislative midterm in 2019 demonstrated why this mattered. That year, Democrats captured the Senate and House of Delegates to gain a trifecta for the first time since 1993. They managed this despite the controversy surrounding then-Governor Ralph Northam, a fellow Democrat. I mean, there's a big difference between now and 2019. 2019, you had a guy that was hated, Northam, excuse me. I mean, that was with the blackface stuff. You got the frickin' abortion stuff where he said, we keep them comfortable. It's like, the only reason Democrats won that as much as they did, which was really not by much, was because Trump's unpopularity in the state. Now you have a very popular governor barnstorming the state with a despised president in the low 40s, if that, in Virginia. That's not a good combination. Especially with Youngkin just barnstorming every single part. It's like, my gosh, he's doing like 4 or 5 events daily. It just, there is absolutely something here for the GOP. Excuse me. Here in 2023, though there is an unpopular Democrat in the White House and a clearly popular GOP governor in Richmond, recent surveys have placed Youngkin's job approval in the mid-50s, while Northam's approval was in the 40s in most polls heading the 2019 election. That is like a 15-point swing. Or 10, let's just say 10 points. A 10-point swing in favor of the GOP, with Biden's approval actually being worse than Trump's. Now you see why I think Republicans could win the state legislature. I'm not saying they will. I still think they lose it, but there absolutely is this possibility. It's not a 0% chance. There is a possibility Republicans win it. Not saying it's going to happen, but it's true. It's like let's just say 10% or whatever. I'm not making a final prediction. I got to look at it, but how can people say it's impossible for the GOP to get a trifecta? It's unlikely, but it's possible at least. They hate Youngkin because they think he'll run against Trump. I don't think he will. This is going to be an extreme voting there. Hold on. Let's see. Hey, Rap, are you planning to watch these scary movies tonight? No. He's too far right. We need the run of Phil Scott. Well, Youngkin's just smart with how he does it. He's fairly conservative for Virginia standards, but he's just smart about it. Democrats hope that abortion, in fear of the implications of a Republican trifecta for abortion rights in the state, might mitigate damage from Biden's poor standing. In the Christopher Newport poll, nearly 2/4 respondents thought Virginia's current abortion law, which permits abortions up to about 26 weeks into a pregnancy, with certain exceptions beyond that point, should remain as it is or become less restrictive. Bullcrap. 3/4. That is complete and total bullcrap. We know, you know how I know this? There's plenty of national polls that have like abortion bans at 15 weeks at like a 45% approval or favorability. So how the hell is it 25% at 26 weeks? That doesn't make any sense. And not only that, right? But it's like every national poll, the most important issue has been abortion. So it makes you really wonder. It's like, wait a second here. Where are you getting these numbers from? Something about some of these polls don't add up. You have Democrats supposedly winning the number one issue by 70 points, but it's tied for the generic ballot? Like, wait a minute. Something just... Is it just me, or does it seem like something doesn't pass a sniff test? Something just... I don't know. For Virginia, yeah, 75% for Virginia. That's pushing it. Not even Vermont or Massachusetts is like that. So it just some of these polls are just baffling. How is it tied when supposedly the number one issue is favoring Democrats by that much? By 50. I'm not saying it's fake, I'm just saying like, if there was a polling miss, that may explain it. Any breaking news? Not yet. More broadly, the Post/Shore poll found that 48% thought it would be a bad thing if Republicans gained full control of government, compared with 43% who said it would be a good thing. Wait, what? Time out. Hold on. Just the Washington Post. Hold on. What? 40% think it would be a bad thing. Democrats are at 47% in that same poll. Well, Republicans are 45%. When they ask about if it's a good or bad thing, it's 48 to 43. Something. You see what I'm saying, everybody? This is why I don't usually try to trust these type of polls. I mean, I never have, but it's like, wait a minute. You don't want Democrats or Republicans to control the state legislature, but you have them doing better? It just, hold on. That doesn't pass anything. What? Hold up. Chat, can somebody explain that to me? How that makes any sense? Unless I'm misunderstanding it just doesn't. Youngkin is successful making a blue state redder, but no, we have to be Sims and vote for a liberal Republican R+10 states, yeah. They're all bullshit. Yeah, I mean, that is such a big what are the Democrats' numbers? Outside of Susanna Gibson, there's other degenerates running for suburban seats. One attended a mock... What? Is that real? She attended a mock slave auction? What the hell? Okay, I gotta look that one up. What? And the other one is a felon. Yeah, for those that are saying why I think Republicans could get a majority, that's why. There's no way that's real. A felon and someone that attended a slave auction? What the hell? Nationally, voters who somewhat disapproved of Biden broke very slightly for the president's party instead of the opposition party because Republicans did not tie Democrats to Biden. That's why. And of course, we're going to talk about special elections. It's like, why not talk about Louisiana? Why? Because guess what? It debunks every narrative. Modern Democrats. I mean, how? What did I just hear? You just heard the Democrat Party of Virginia, everybody. It just, where do the Democrats find these people from? They fundraise off it. That's the part that gets me. Now, like the same poll says, Republicans aim to ride other issues, particularly education to majority control. The topic has featured most often in Republican ads, along with more traditional GOP messaging, issues like public safety and taxes. The focus on education undoubtedly follows Youngkin's 2021 example, when he centered much of his campaign on parental right issues that resonated with voters in the wake of the COVID-era remote learning. 70% told the Post poll education was very important to their vote, putting the same company as the economy. And while the same survey found that voters are slightly more likely to trust Democrats than Republicans on handling education, there's been a broader decrease in Democrats' traditional edge on this issue since the pandemic. Because usually this is like a 30-point gap or whatever. Now it's a 6-point gap? That's a 24-point swing. Average Democrat when their Senate candidate starts at OnlyFans. I mean, where do they find these people from? It's just like, it's unbelievable. You have millions of people in Virginia and you find that. Although there will be 140 elections on the ballot, most seats are uncompetitive, so a few key contests will decide party control. The maps below highlight those highly competitive districts to watch in each chamber and how they vote in the 2021 gubernatorial and 2022 U.S. House elections. And here's the bread and butter, everybody. The state Senate. Now, for those that wonder why I think this is actually not that bad of a seat or not that bad of news for Republicans, look at some of these results. Look at Virginia 17th. In 2021 for the congressional election, it was only D+1. Federally. For the governorship in 2021, it was R+5. Senate for 5. Why is our geography of Virginia so bad? Even in 2021, we only won the House majority by less than 1,000 votes, despite winning the popular vote by 4%. Northern Virginia, that's why. But, I mean, look at this. If you average the two, and again, it's down ballot election versus a statewide election, that's different, but that's a Republican seat. Look at 24th, average the two, same deal. The 16th. It stays Democrat, right? But keep going. I mean, look at this. These are not that Democratic seats. I mean, D+2 for the House seat, D+1, D+1, D+10. That's fairly Democrat. Only D+2? Only D+5.5? Why do people think it's impossible for Republicans to win 3 of these seats? Why? It's possible to win 4 of them. I mean, 4 of them voted for Youngkin, for crying out loud. I mean, chat, why? Well, why do people think it's impossible when that's the map? I mean, these are pretty good numbers for the GOP. I'm just being real. And this part of the state should be more Republican, so... I see this district my old college is in is a safe RC. Liberty. Oh, you went to Liberty? Nice. But Republicans just need 4 of the 5. They get a tied Senate, which is absolutely possible. If they get 4 of the 5, they have control because the lieutenant governor will be the tie-breaking vote. 27th of the 3-way race. The independent running has taken more liberal votes in that area. The 27th? 27th. If that's the case, how are you going to lose that one? Hey, Rap, did you see the video that Trump posted with Daniel Cameron? I saw parts of it, but we'll get to it. But yeah, Republicans just need 4 of the 5. I think it's possible. I didn't realize it was those seats were that Republican. Okay. I thought they were like D plus 6. That's what people make it sound like. D plus 15. It's like, no. The most Democrats seat at the House level was D plus 10. It's a lot, but it's not as much as, say, Garcia's seat. You only need 2 of those for a tie. No, you need 4 of them. You gotta get 4 of the 5. You need 4 of the 5 seats to get a majority, or for a tie. If you win all 5, you get a straight up majority, but that ain't gonna happen. What happens if it's a tie? We get a majority, essentially, because the lieutenant governor, who is a Republican, will be a tie-breaking vote. We'll get to each one in a second. We'll get to the, yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about the 5 in a second. We'll get to the House ones. And it's the same deal. Republicans need 6 of the, what is it? Or 7. They need 7 of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, what? My math is wrong. Chat, how much do they need? Oh, there, duh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. They just need 7. They get a straight up majority in the House. Or the House of Delegates. And look at this. Only D plus 1. D plus 5. D plus 1. D plus 1. D plus 9. That's going to be probably competitive. R plus 3. D plus 2. R plus 7. So, what? It's just baffling to me that people are saying it's impossible for the GOP to win this. Charlie Howard for 2. How good are our chances in this election? I think we're actually looking good. You know, I don't think we're going to win the state Senate, but the House, well, maybe. Yeah, the state Senate, I think Democrats hold on to. Could be a tie, which I'll take. But for the House of Delegates, I mean, if we get 6 of them, I'll take it. Can you imagine we get a Louisiana's red wave situation in Virginia? If we get that, I laugh. I just straight up start laughing at that point. Which one is 6 again? Spanberger or Wexton? I think it's Spanberger. Or no, that's Wexton. It's impossible because we have a terrible leadership in the RGA. Well, this isn't the RGA's doing. This is this is something different. We have a 65 to 70% chance of holding the House. I wouldn't say that, but when I do the final prediction, we'll go over it. I mean, this doesn't look that bad. If you just average all of them, it probably is like a Republican majority, I think. I don't know. There'll be a pessimistic. Well, I'm just trying to be like, cautious, especially after last year. I'm hoping we get a majority. I think it's possible, but I think it's delusional to say Republicans are out of it. I think it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, so I'm going to do a final prediction on this next Tuesday. We'll go more in detail next week on that specific stuff. You got turnout, which again, we got to see how turnout goes. It could be a continuing trend where higher turnout means Republicans do better. It's possible, but we just got to see. Republicans can win the Virginia State Senate because the Virginia GOP is competent. Yeah. DJ Aftershock for 2. Old Democrat adds a here's MAGA extremism / abortion. Absolutely. I mean, that's all they run on. It's the only thing they got. Abortion. Don't Republicans hold the state House majority in the Virginia in like 47 from 50 Senate seats? They got a majority in the state House, or the House of Delegates. They got like a 2-seat minority in the state Senate. So Trump will be banned. The expert got owned on Cross. I did see that. How much did Northam hurt McAuliffe? I don't think as much as people think. Like a little bit, like a 2-point gap, but it's like a 2-point, like maybe a 2-point swing. But what killed them was the education stuff. So yeah, that's what killed McAuliffe. When he said that parents have no right to a kid's education. Can we possibly pick up Spanberger's seat once he retires? It's possible, but that's a tough one to flip, I think. Without Spanberger, it's much easier. But still difficult. Let's see. McAuliffe beat himself. Yeah, that's really what happened. I get Biden ads all the time. He begs for money. Youngkin's been working hard. Yeah, Youngkin's been doing a damn good job. I mean, who else campaigns like he does? Who? Zeldin, and that's it. Zeldin's the only one that would do what Youngkin did. And this actually will be the first election, I believe, with the question mark about Israel. Right? Am I not mistaken? Was the Louisiana election before or after the Israel attacks? I'm trying to think, but if this is actually, I think, the first real test to see what's the impact of the Hamas stuff. Youngkin is one of the best governors. Wow. You're telling me this for the first time. I've been thinking Cal would be better off running 10 again. No, Wexner was just a weak candidate. That's why he did so good. Well, part of it. He's a good candidate, but Wexner was just a weak one. Louisiana election was after the Israel attacks. And that was like a 30-point swing or whatever. Okay. Hold on, we gotta see what happens. I'm very intrigued now. Because if we get like a 30-point swing in Virginia... Okay, Louisiana was a week after. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued to see what happens with, what the result, what's the impact of it? Again, I hate talking like that, but it's like, good question. Because if we see like a 20-point swing, it's like, okay, wait a minute here. Youngkin's a great governor, but that seems unlikely. Hot take, Youngkin is a better governor than DeSantis. Well, Youngkin had to deal with a lot more pressure, and the fact that he doesn't have a legislator that's favorable to him. Virginia's a lot of Muslims, though. Yeah, but they may not even vote. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like what happened with Arab Americans. Did you guys see that? Did you see that one poll from, I forgot who conducted it. But it, like, had Muslim voters breaking for Trump or something. I gotta find it. Let's see. It's like it was some absolutely bizarre poll that came out. Will Muslims stay home and help us this cycle? I think they will. They're just not going to vote. Okay, here it is, everybody. Remember how much crap I got for saying this? That Muslim voters were just not going to vote? Or they may swing Republican? Well, about that, let me pull it up. Dramatic decline in support for President Biden among Arab Americans. Look at this. Trump went up 5 percentage points since 2020. Biden went from 59% to 17%. I got so much crap for saying this, that Biden was screwed either way. I told you, this coalition has no freaking... How are you supposed to appease Muslim and Jewish voters at the same time? I mean, Trump's the only one that can do it. I mean, look at this. This is the inverse of what happened after 9/11. I mean, this is just insane. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's like, this is right after the Palestine stuff. When was that poll? It was like, I think this week. I mean, it just, how can you appeal to this coalition? Again, Trump's the only one that could, like, be the most pro-Israel president ever and do better with Muslims at the same time. It's like, who else would do that? Can anybody name a Republican that could do that type of crap? Again, this doesn't mean they're going to vote Trump, but it's like, if they don't vote, that's going to hurt Biden in Michigan, possibly Minnesota. Like, what other states have, the states with the most Muslims? It's Michigan with Dearborn. Just imagine they just don't vote. Because how much did Biden win Dearborn by? Let me pull that up. Dave's Atlas. It was some crazy number, I believe. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Michigan. Okay. Trying to find it. Dearborn will flip. I'm not saying that, but it's like, it's possible it gets, like, really close. Where is Dearborn in Michigan? It's like, yeah, it's right outside of Detroit. That's right. Right here. Look at this. Dearborn. Biden won it by 40. 40 points. It went for freaking... I mean, look at that. A 40-point victory for Biden and Dearborn. And those voters may not vote. So, PK for 2. Indian/Asian/Jewish voters will shift right also. Possible. But it is absolutely mind-boggling to think that Biden may have screwed himself over with both Jewish and Muslim voters at the same time. Like, I'm not saying they're going to vote Republican, but that's always been the problem. It's like, how are you supposed to appeal to both of them? It's never been, it was always, until something happened in Israel, it was going to be only a matter of time. And it did. Look what happened. But yeah, just... I can't go to the fact they swung like 50 points Republican. Arkansas has 2% Muslims. What? I don't believe that. 2% for Arkansas? I don't believe that at all. Michigan has the most, I think. It's like 1.5. I think next year you're either going to see minorities shift dramatically to the right or many of them just stay home. I think you're going to see both. I think you're going to see Hispanics like swing like 20 points Republican. And you may have to see like African Americans like not vote. That's what I think is going to happen. Not 20 points. You get what I'm saying. I think they're going to vote much more for Trump, but also just not turn out. So... which gives Trump the election. It doesn't matter what happened. Like, if these voters just don't vote, you're screwed. Dixon outperformed Trump there. Yeah, it was like by 10 points or something. Every dumb coalition is unstable on the verge of collapse. Every Republican coalition is stable and lasts for a decade or two. Well, the Republican coalition, here's the problem. Republican voters... they hate their politicians, and the politicians hate them. Well, the Democrat coalition, it's very unstable, but at least they pretend to like their voters. So, Trump is the best Republican with minorities, yeah. Who else would do that? To fit like 5 points better with Arab Americans. Why do Jewish people and Muslims even vote Democrat and they agree on a lot of the Republican values? For Muslim voters, it started after 9/11. Because it was like 50-50 beforehand, I think. But then, like, swung like 40 points down. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what happened. It was like super close in 2000. I think it was 9/11 that did that. Republican voters love Trump, not the party. Yep. That's why he outperforms everybody. Absolutely. The Colorado judge is in the tank, but this case is BS, yeah. Daniel Cameron released a video with Trump endorsing him. I'm gonna pull that up. Because this is big. That tells me they haven't given up on the race yet. It's a very smart move by Trump, or Cameron. So Trump reiterated his endorsement for Cameron. He needs to do this a lot more. But alright. Let's pull this up. Do we got this? There we go. Let's just watch this endorsement from Cameron.
Daniel Cameron is a young star who has done a great job as your Attorney General, always being fair but very, very tough. And the wonderful people of Kentucky know it. You've learned it, you've seen it, you've been watching it. He is strong, reliable, and loves your state and our nation. Daniel is a tremendous fighter on crime, lowering taxes, saving our Second Amendment, stopping inflation, and, of course, helping our great military and our vets. We love our vets. Daniel strongly supports law enforcement and is endorsed by the Kentucky Fraternal Order of Police, will not allow men to participate in women's sports, fully supports our teachers and getting our children caught up from the massive learning loss caused from Bashir's educational policies, which have been a disaster.
That's not the right thing to run on.
He will eliminate Kentucky's income tax and will support the working men and women of Kentucky, just like I did for.
I love Trump, but that's not the thing to run on in Kentucky.
4 great years.
Not the good.
His
not
opponent,
the right
current Governor Andy Bashir, has been a disaster for Kentucky. He endorsed crooked Joe Biden, which in itself is about as bad as it gets, whose economic policies are crushing your state, including inflation and energy, which are at an all-time high. Bashir is weak on crime and the Second Amendment. He's not doing the protection that it needs. They want to get rid of the Second Amendment. The Democrats are fighting hard to do that.
Where's
Bashir
this been
wants
for
to help
Cameron?
him. He also wants to raise your taxes and viciously shut down churches, small businesses, and schools. And you saw him
Trump
do
needs
that
to be doing
very
this
recently.
He needs to do this a lot
4 more years would be a disaster for Kentucky. So I have known and worked with Daniel Cameron for a long time, and he's good on every common sense policy there is. He's a common sense person. Get you down, and he has my complete and total endorsement.
So again, I mean, I'm glad they brought up the guns, but not freaking education. That's not going to win you voters in Kentucky. It's just not. You know, I mean, listen, I'm glad Trump reiterated that endorsement, and he focused on the fact Andy Bashir endorsed Joe Biden. Hammer that. The last week of the election, just hammer every single airwave with Andy Bashir, that radical Democrat. He supported crooked Joe Biden. But it's like, you know, just run that with Trump for the next week. Don't focus on education. It's not going to work this time. Only works in a state like Kentucky or Virginia. He should run on... No. Rap, is there me or does this seem similar to what Trump did for DeSantis back in 2018? What he did for DeSantis back then was just insane. He did like 5 rallies in a week and like sent his entire team down there. But nobody talks about that. I don't know. He should have said Bashir wants to make old... I don't think that would have worked. I think it would have made much more sense to focus on guns. That's just me. What Cameron should do is to win is expose Bashir as a fake moderate. Well, just hammer the fact he supports Biden. That's it. That's all you have to run on in Kentucky. Just do that and you win. Hey, Rap, happy Halloween, bro. Thank you. Yeah, again, happy Halloween to everybody else. This is, you know, it's Halloween. I hope everyone's having a great Halloween. Alright. So yeah, Virginia, I'm liking our chances more than other people. I still think Democrats get it. The state Senate, at least. As for, Kentucky, we'll talk about that probably tomorrow. Democrats think Cameron Bean, hold on. What did I say? Democrats think Cameron being black is hurting him. Really? Some people think that? I don't think really matters, but of course Democrats would think like that. I mean, like, they're the ones that think about race all the time. It's like, bro. I got a bunch of candy with friends from trick-or-treating. Well, congratulations. I'm not leaving just yet, anybody. Everybody chill. I'm just saying, I hope everyone's having a good Halloween. Look at the news. What happened? Come a socialist, lol. Boomercons eat that up. Yeah. But oh boy, I think we got breaking news. No! Do we have breaking news? Hold on. Let's see. Trying to see here. I thought we had breaking news for a second. But we don't. Thank goodness. I thought we had some breaking news. But it was fake. Don't worry. Again, what? I thought we had something about, like, somebody dropped out, but no, it's fake. Nothing's happening. Don't worry, it's fake news. Alright. Can't be a real American stream without breaking news. Well, luckily nothing happened. So. What was the news? Apparently, like, somebody said that, like, Ron DeSantis dropped out. I was like, there's no way. So I just had to double check it, but it's fake. It's fake. Don't worry. It's all fake. Fake news. Hey, Rap, are the Democrats the devil and the Republicans the good guys? I wouldn't say that, but Republicans are just incompetent. Ooh, we do got a poll from Arizona. I think somebody did bring this up. Earlier, but an NRSC poll presented GOP senators at a lunch today has Ruben Gallego cruising a 3-person contest with Carrie Lake and Kirsten Sinema. I won't really call that cruising. A 4-point lead? This early? I wouldn't say that, but we do got a poll from the state of Arizona that has Gallego up by 4. But it seems like there's a lot of undecideds. So there's that. But it is very early, but you know, it's possible. And apparently a bunch of Republicans are backing Lake, or I should say Sinema. So, I mean, you never know, chat. You never know. Lake is cooked. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that she's cooked just yet, but who knows. Sam answered for 5. Virginia House Republicans blocked both a gay marriage and abortion constitutional amendment that the state Senate passed. That's why it's so important. They did? Huh. It's literally a GOP internal. Yeah, well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's 100% wrong. I mean, just, who knows? It's very early, that's what I'm saying. Sinema isn't getting 17%. I mean, she may. It's freaking Arizona we're talking about. I mean, this state is beyond, like, the GOP's incompetent in the state. The voters are just, I don't freaking get it. They vote against Lake because Orange Man? I don't freaking know. Sinema will hurt Gallego. I don't think so. What do you think of Bootgate? I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't get why people are thinking that the boot stuff on itself is not important, but how the Simps are reacting to it, it's just stupid. It's absolutely bizarre. It's like, why are you making a big, like, why are you, like, basically crying about it? It's like, it's just a meme, but it's like, wait, is that actually happening? I don't know. Don't know. But it's like, why is DeSantis even wearing boots in the first place? We know that for a fact. I mean, why the hell would you, whatever. It's like, if you're 5'11", just don't wear boots. It's just, you're 5'11", just admit it's like, whoop-de-frickin'-do. Oh, I gotta look an extra 3 inches taller. It's like, really? And now they're coping about it, saying, well, he's actually, you know, much taller than I thought, and it's secret, it's a conspiracy. What's a chance the House passes a censure on Tlaib? It's not happening. Bunch of Republicans already are voting against it. Bunch of frickin' dumbasses, by the way. Who frickin' cares if somebody's 5'11"? I mean, does that really matter? I don't really think it does. But it's like, don't pretend like you're secretly, 6'5". DeSantis not 5'11". Whatever. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to be nice here. Just chill. Alright. And oh, we do got breaking news! Hold up. Yep, breaking news from the Kelvin Coolidge Project. Breaking. Ass Hutchinson has failed to file for the 2024 South Carolina GOP presidential ballot. How do you fail like that? Are you freaking kidding me? Rip Bozo. How? How do you fail? He... Oh my gosh. Did he drop out? Rip Bozo. How you were at 1 to 3% and you still failed. How do you mess this up? This is South Carolina. This is the deep South, or at least the South, but it's like, you should have qualified for this. Rip ass Hutchinson. Oh my gosh. Of course there's breaking news. Oh man, this is the electable one. Can't even get on South Carolina's ballot. Bruh. Hey, Rap, what do you make of my Middle Eastern news? I saw it, I haven't seen anything about it, so I can't really confirm that. So yeah, I guess you could say Ass Hutchinson's out. If you're not on the primary ballot in South Carolina, what's the point? Goodbye, liberal Republican. What is the point? Why did you run for president when you couldn't even qualify for South Carolina? Oh, man. What's a chance the House passes censure on for Tlaib? It's not happening. Electable. Yeah, that's the electable person, everybody. Gets 1%, can't even qualify for the ballot. Let's see. When is the Elden Ring playthrough coming down this channel? Never. Secret polling has Ass Hutch at 100%. Yeah. Just so true. Excuse me. Hutch does laughing stock. Yeah, I mean, why? Why run for president? You can't even get on the ballot. Seems kind of like a failure. Asa would win Colorado like Joe Adea did. Yeah, he would lose by more. He would lose by like 30. Instead of losing by 50, I lost by a respectable 30. No, this is the new meme. This is the Simpsons in a nutshell. Trump lost by a devastating 1%, while Ron DeSantis lost by a respectable 15%. I think we're at that point, Chad. I mean, if DeSantis somehow got the nomination, they would be like that. Be like, this is a respectable defeat. Okay. Christie Town Hall Live. No. That's fake. I didn't see anything on it. It's fake, right? Yeah, I don't see the Christie Town Hall. There's nothing. Wait, is there? I don't see anything. No. Nothing. It's all fake news. With the new House Speaker, do you think the government's going to shut down? I don't know. So here's how Hutchins can still win. You can't even qualify for South Carolina. Get the hell out of here. Pathetic. Absolutely useless. DeSantis sends respectable 8% in the primary polls. Yeah. Percent chances the GOP take both houses. In the Virginia, wait till next Monday when I give my final prediction. Which, speaking of, next Monday we will have 2 streams. One in the morning, I guess, for the less impactful elections like New Jersey, Ohio, all that good stuff. And then an evening stream focused on Virginia, Kentucky, etc. Pennsylvania. Oh, we got more breaking news, everybody. Hold up. Hold up, chat. We got another person dropping out. Hold on. We gotta find this. Hold on. Is this real? It appears we have somebody that just dropped out. Gotta find it. What's this guy's name? This is some breaking news. Not Ass Hutchinson. He didn't drop out for whatever reason. He's still running. But breaking. Here we go. Right here. Her sign has just suspended his presidential campaign. This is one of the most random people that ran for president. Really? This is who... What? Why is he even in the race? I didn't even know about this. Bruh. Who the hell is this? I don't know who the hell this is. He was running for president, I guess. Is this Vivek Ramaswamy? Is this you? Who that? I forgot it even existed. I didn't even know this guy was running. He's the guy that screwed over the New Jersey guy in the primary. Who are you? Dollar Store Vivek. No, Dollar Store Vivek, no. Rip, we will miss you. Rest in peace, King. Truly a sad day. Sign was pulling so well at below 0. He was below negative. That's how bad he was pulling. Vivek's alt. Yeah, that's Vivek's alt. Sign was winning over 0.0001% of the Indian Republican primary vote. What a Chad. Sad day. Did you see the Utah 2nd Rhode Island polls having both close? It's fake news. Fake news. Let's see here. Larry Hogan is reconsidering entering the race. Well, we knew that. People are saying that he's probably going to run as a third-party candidate. Larry Hogan. Yeah, so it's looking like Larry Hogan is possibly going to run as a third-party candidate. Probably for no labels, if that ever happens. What is Binkley doing? I thought he dropped out. It's like Corey Stapleton. Imagine running for president and get like $2 in donations and just drop out. What do you even do with that money at that point? Check 538. Well, it's one poll. I'm not gonna like look into it. Larry Hogan hurts Biden more. Anyone saying no is coping. Yeah, he does. All right. Corey Stapleton best meme. Yeah, that's one of the best memes of the channel so far. All right. Anyways, folks, I think I'm probably going to head out. If you guys did enjoy this stream, smash the like button down below. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, if you got any last second questions, super chats, comments, concerns, whatever, send them now. Definitely an interesting stream. We talked about Virginia, talked a little bit about Kentucky, we had some memes. Freaking Jay... What the hell was Ass Hutchinson doing? Governor Jay Inslee announced banning gas cars to take effect January 1st. I don't believe that. Do not believe it. Oh, wait a minute! Everybody, we got... Wait, hold on. Hold on. We have a new poll from Iowa. Is this real? Iowa caucus. Oh my. Commissioned by a pro-DeSantis nonprofit and conducted by piece of shit strategies. Trump plus 26. Trump plus 26. Are you freaking bros? Rip Bozo. Their own poll. Piece of shit strategies. Bro. Epic fail. You're down by 26. They couldn't even... Let's see what this said. All right. All right. Let's see what this says. It's unbelievable. They can't even get DeSantis within 20. Down by 26 in your own poll. Oh my gosh. This is POS strategies. What are they going to say this week? That poll is fake news. Oh, sweet Lord. If you guys did enjoy this stream, we had a lot of memes. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. But imagine being down 26 in your own internals. Why release that, first of all? Second of all, thought to Josh Hawley McConnell. We talked about it, but McConnell's a scumbag. So does this mean DeSantis will actually lose Iowa by at least 30? Who frickin' knows? At this rate, even Ron Paul is going to have him down. Yeah, they will. They should. This is the article about the plan to ban gas cars. What? Okay. This is great rap. Happy Halloween. So, again, happy Halloween, everybody. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. But thank you all so much. Godspeed to all of you. And happy Halloween like usual.